SaPa is a small town located in the Hoang Lien Son Mountains, approximately a 5 to 6 hour bus ride northwest of Hanoi. We stayed for more than a week exploring the region and trying the local specialties. In this video we will show you our favorite things about this place, as well as the things that we just didn't like so much. We are here now in the northern part of Vietnam, very close to the town of SaPa. It's a bit rainy and foggy, and usually what you can do around here is trekking. When you look for photos of Vietnam, you will probably find photos of SaPa in the region here. And therefore, we wanted to have a weekend that is a bit more local, a bit more authentic, a little bit off the crowds. And there are lots of homestays around, so you can just choose one that suits you. They organized a pickup from the bus station for us, so that was really nice. And just walking around here, you can see so many rice terraces already. Lots of chicken. We have so many chicken around here. Very, very friendly people. So yesterday we had dinner with them. They invited us, everyone who's staying at the homestay, to have dinner with the family in the evening. And it was just so nice.
SaPa is home to several ethnic minority groups, such as Hmong and Dao. The region hasn't been colonized by the Qing Vietnamese until the French occupation period in the late 19th century. The Hmong people, also known as Miao people in China, are an indigenous group in East Asia and Southeast Asia, primarily living in southwestern China, Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, and Myanmar.
Somehow, in a lot of travel blogs, SaPa is infamous for its underwhelming food scene in comparison to the rest of Vietnam. We were very curious and wanted to see whether it is true. This is so good, it's fresh. Has lots of herbs, lots of spices. It's a little bit spicy, to be honest.
Oh, nice.
And it's so fresh with lots of veggies. It's a cold dish. And it's really good with the sauce. It's really nice. Really nice. We found this little vegetarian restaurant hidden in the mountain villages, and the food was surprisingly delicious.
Afterwards, we enjoyed some nice Vietnamese coffee with views of the valley and local fauna. But suddenly it started to rain, so we decided to run quickly into a bar and get some cocktails. When we made our way back to the homestay, the lovely owners organized a surprise cake for Foca's 15th birthday.
Age is a state of mind. Good morning everyone from SaPa. We are now in the town of SaPa. We're going to stay here for 1 week.
They make their own noodles here in this shop with brown rice, which is kind of unique. Let's try.
They're really tasty. Okay, they are just a little bit nicer than the white ones. It feels like it has more texture. It has more texture. Here in the back you can already see the building that we're going to go in a second, where we're gonna take the funicular to go that takes us to the cable car, and then we have to take the cable car to go up the mountain, the Fansipan mountain. The funicular costs around €6, and then the cable car is around €30. So it's not quite cheap. It is the longest cable car in the world, and the views have to be amazing. So I'm really excited to go on it now, and it takes you about 15 minutes to go up the mountain. So let's go. And it's most probably the most expensive thing that we're going to do here in SaPa. It's, as I said already, €36 per person. We could pay for the funicular and cable car right away for both of them. You could also get a buffet lunch up there, but we're deciding to not get it. And nice thing is, with these tickets we also will get a free drink here later, so at least something. They're putting some nice music in here, and it's actually not that full. Like, we waited maybe 5 to 10 minutes for the tickets. There were just like 6 people in front of us, and also there's lots of people waiting here, so that's pretty cool. I think most of the people come in tours, and then it's like a whole wave that's coming directly, and we are not with a group, so that's good. And there's also no other group here. I think Lee is too big for this. So the ride in the funicular was very short. It was just about 10 minutes, not even 5 minutes, and it was very nice. The views are incredible, and the funicular itself it's very modern, but made like a retro style, colonial French style. It looks very European, and they really have done a nice job in building this, and also they painted all the walls. That was pretty nice. So now we have to change into the cable car. So the whole station here for the cable car, it's a huge garden. It's very nice, no?
Like a theme park.
Yeah, it's like you arrive and then you have a lot of things that you can do, to take photos, to walk around. It's like a small park, but very nicely done, eh?
Yeah, I think the company in charge of this transportation is a theme park company in Vietnam.
Oh, really?
And there was a Spanish tour group, and the tour guide just mentioned this.
Ah. Okay, we were just walking here, and I said, why are there so many fake oranges around here? Like, do they just think the color is nice or whatever? And then I came a bit closer and I saw this is another kind of fruit, but it looks like plastic. It looks very fake. My bad.
处理一些哦。
La verdad que sí. Okay, so we have made it up, at least to the cable car station so far, and it easily took us now 1 hour between standing in the line for the tickets, taking the funicular, going to the cable car station, and now being up here. So plan in enough time for all of this, and now we still have to climb up the stairs. I'm a little bit afraid because we're on 30,000 meters of altitude. The oxygen level is getting lower. We're not used to it, so we just had something to eat and some water. But weather looks good, pretty windy to be honest, and a little bit cold. But so therefore let's go and walk a little bit. Well, this is not a time lapse. These are the clouds that are moving in real time. So it's pretty windy. Okay, the stairs are very steep. So if you don't want to walk, then you can take this funicular. But we are walking, it's not that bad actually. Not too bad, to be honest. It was okay. So with a regular fitness, you can come here pretty easily, but the views are just stunning. So to be honest, we're very, very lucky with the weather today. I didn't think that we will have this kind of luck anymore because the whole week was foggy, misty, cloudy. You couldn't see anything. Like sometimes you couldn't even see 3 meters from you. So it didn't make any sense to come up here, pay 36 euros just to have no view. So if you're planning on coming to Vietnam, planning on coming to SaPa, check the weather forecast before. Check whether you're gonna have more or less a sunny day and not so many clouds. We're using the application Windy for this. It's pretty nice, the application, and it is more or less reliable, more or less. But here in the mountains, the weather changes so quickly that it's hard to foresee things. I'm not sure whether you can see it, but all of this is smog, pollution. And you can see very well the difference between where's the stop of the smog and where the blue sky begins. Pretty crazy. Okay everyone, this is my new addiction that we have found here in a local supermarket, and it's jackfruit. It's dried jackfruit, and I think it's like shop dried or freeze dried. I don't know how it's called, but it's super crunchy and it's like chips, and it's just dried jackfruit without salt, without sugar. It's so good, and the whole package was like 2 euros. I think I have to get another one. So now we just relax a little bit here in the cafe. It's actually pretty nice. You can have beer, you can have some coffee. Everything is a little bit more expensive, of course, than in the town. But the views are pretty nice, and just to calm down before taking the cable car, we just take advantage of the views. And you know what? Now I'm very hungry. Let's go eat something. very sour. I didn't expect this.
Near SaPa region on the hills, the wild apple, they grow naturally. They don't need any of care or maintenance. They just grow. And the Hmong people and among other tribes, they collect the small tiny wild apples and they ferment them. They make really nice liquor out of it.
So here you can see some pineapple in the soup and tomato and lots of greens. Looks amazing. Oops. The region is famous for its fish. They have salmon here, they have some kind of trout here. So we came to eat Salmon Hotpot.
Look how huge the platter of salmon they gave us. Here in the SaPa region, the climate is pretty cold all year round, so it's really good for river fishes like salmon, trout and sturgeon. Supposedly the quality of the meat is really nice with low fat content. Listen.
Está muy bueno.
Two hours later.
So the best thing to finish the hot pot are ingredients. SaPa really left us with some contradicting feelings. We really liked the mountain views and the day trip to Fansipan peak. But we didn't like at all the crazy traffic in SaPa town and the heavy air pollution. The town itself seems to be having a tourism boom, and the development might be a bit out of control and destroying the original charm of the place. There's construction work every day and everywhere. SaPa is supposedly a very famous hiking destination, but you cannot really go and hike on your own there. Every time you try to go on a hike on your own, local guides will follow you and insist to be your guide for the hike.
For hours, literally.
You remember that in the beginning of the video we said that the food here in SaPa is underrated? Well, the Salmon Hotpot and some vegetarian restaurants that we tried were amazing, but in general the food is not as good as in other parts of Vietnam. So that's it for today's episode. We hope that you enjoyed the video. Have you been to SaPa and would like to visit it? Let us know in the comments. See you in the next one.